All right, it looks like we're live. Can you guys see us all right? Yeah, I think we're live. Well, first I just want to thank everyone in the chat for joining. I see a lot of members such as we got Titas, we got Chelka, Surtur, Jed, Coggles, Cyber Katie, and Anders Pack. Thank you so much for being members. You guys are too kind. Just wanted to give you guys a very quick thank you. And now I want to introduce our guest, a gentleman who does need an introduction, if only because you went by a million different usernames by the time throughout your YouTube career. Gentleman first went by Sonically Ghetto-Hog and Ghetto-Hog Productions. He had 40,000 subscribers, and much of it was built off of the excellent work he did making like Sonic parodies, things of that nature. Then he went by Demigod Productions, which is probably what most of you guys would remember his name by on this corner of the internet. And then by the time he deleted his channel, he went by ItsYaMansWill. Will, whose real name is Will Smith, I believe, relation to the actor, right? Like, you are the famous actor, Will Smith. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's the same. It's an uber common name.
Oh shit! Your audio was messing up there for a bit. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I think we're good now. I don't know if that connection is on my side. Your connection is looking a little spotty there. Well, I'm not sure if that's on my end or your end.
It's because let me see.
Yeah, I think that's on your end. It looks better now, or it sounds better now.
Okay, maybe it's the cam, which sucks because I'm on the phone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's weird too, cause it's unlimited. But all right.
Yeah, I see a lot of you guys making jokes about the fight. No, I'm absolutely training for that. But I don't expect Ray to show up. But we could talk about that later. Will, you're a gentleman who really went through the ringer at the end of your YouTube story. Honestly, you didn't deserve a lot of what you went through, and I honestly felt bad for a lot of what you went through. But rather than even reopening old wounds, one of the things that I wanted to ask you, on account of us sharing many of the same fans and friends here on this corner of the internet while you were still here, is how are you? How have you been? How's life been going? It's been about half a year, I think, since you deleted your social media presence, and I know a lot of people are curious about how you've been doing. I know a lot of people are curious about your well-being, your mental health, etc. And how are you doing?
Well, I would say things was not so great until earlier this year, because a lot of shit popped up. The biggest problem that I've been dealing with is memory distortion, and that's some scary shit. I didn't even remember that I threatened Sly when me and him talked. He told me that happened. I'm like, are you serious? And Slayer was there as well, and Slayer said, yeah, there was I did pull out a strap, even though Slayer doesn't remember the context. I did pull out a strap, so I didn't even remember what was going on. So, and then a lot of my memories of my past started to be warped and shit, and that was a scary thing, So I realized that I had a problem and some severe mental health issues that I never realized that I had. I looked at the whole situation as God trying to tell me something, God trying to tell me, Will, look at yourself. Will, what's going on, bro? Will, look at you. And ever since I started getting EMDR therapy, which is eye movement desensitization reprocessing, that's when I started to get better. I think that's so far the best trauma therapy I've ever received, way better than talk therapy, because it actually has bilateral stimulation, and it helps you process traumatic memories and shit. And a lot of shit came back from my past, especially after what Chozo did, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of things. I can get into detail, but all I know is I'm doing better now. I'm not 100% there yet, but I'm definitely better than what I was last year. I was turning into a monster, and I didn't want to make the same mistakes that Wings of Redemption, Low Tier God, and there's somebody a DSP made.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes just get the fuck off the internet, bro, and get your help, bro. That's the type of shit I'm on right now. And I understand niggas who love me or hate me. I understand there's niggas that miss me and shit, but my life comes first. Your life comes first. So it doesn't make you a bitch to leave and get help. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel at the point. So I'm doing better now.
I'm really glad to hear a lot of that. Well, first, thank you for sharing that. It's not easy to share things that personal. Yeah, I'm actually familiar with EMDR. I've never done it myself, but I understand it helps you like reprocess trauma and things of that nature. Like veterans who have PTSD, they often prescribe EMDR. That's a very big step, and I want to say personally, I'm proud of you for taking that step. It's not easy to admit to yourself that you need help, and it's not easy to then get the help afterward. And it's certainly not easy to share what you just shared publicly on this platform. So much kudos to you for doing that, for putting yourself and your family first, man. I have massive respect for that. God bless you.
Hey, thank you, bro. Like it ain't easy. It ain't easy when there's, like I said, there's lots of shit. It's deeper than just Chozo. Like Chozo was like the one who initiated it. Like basically what I mean is him basically doing what he did, him backstabbing me. That's what led to a lot of emotional pain, you know, because I viewed him as family. You know what I mean? So when he did what he did, and I can get into those reasons later, but when he did what he did, basically that opened up like a lot of shit. It felt like the Twilight Zone. Like so many memories came back, and that on top of memory distortion is not a good thing. The one thing that fucked me up was I realized that I'm older. I remember when I was like 18 years old, 17 years old, I used to gloat about like how I lost my virginity for like bragging rights.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm older, I realize, bro, I lost my virginity to a pedophile.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if I can say that word on here, so I'll say P3-ophile or predaphile. Yeah, I ain't trying to get you in trouble, bro. My bad. I keep forgetting. I don't know the rules of YouTube now. A predator. I'll just say a predator.
Yeah, I don't think the stream would get pulled. So they might demonetize us, but who cares? Like, say what you need to say, and we'll figure it out afterward.
Yeah. Like when I was like 11 and 12, I was like the size of any average normal 11-year-old, 12-year-old. It wasn't until I was 13 that's when I hit my growth spurt. That's when the puberty and all the genes from both sides of my family kicked in. On my dad's side of the family, they're shorter niggas, but they're husky, big niggas. And on my mom's side of the family, they're taller. You know what I mean? So when I was 14, that's when like all the facial hair and shit came. And I basically was a minor with the body of an adult. And, you know, like, and there was this, you know, this 21-year-old girl, you know, I ain't gonna, you know, and she was desperate, you know, she was like, you know, I knew what I was doing, but at the same time I didn't because I was a fucking kid. But like, after me and her did what we did, I was like bragging about it, like, bro, I fucked an adult, like, let's get it. And then as I got older, I realized, that bitch fucking, I was statutorically raped. Wow. And that's when it hit me. That's when I'm like that's when like all these memories came back after what Chozo did, bro. I started spiraling. I started going down, cuz. I started spiraling like a motherfucker. And then I was doing things, and then I didn't even remember what was happening. I'm not saying that it didn't happen, but I deadass don't remember threatening Sly.
Because you went into a psychological survival mode. A lot of times you don't remember what's going on when you're in that mode. Like the adrenaline's pumping almost 24/7, and your body's, even though you're not in physical danger, your mind thinks you are, and it's trying to do what it needs to survive. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I don't even, like, I saw a nigga saying that I threatened to fight you. I don't even know if that's true or not. If I did, hey, my bad, bro. But it was like, I did. The fact that I have to say, I did? Like, did I? That's how you know it's like, yeah, like, my memory fucked, bro. And I don't want to, because I felt guilty, but I also felt like this internet shit is consuming. Like, you have to fight and it feels real, even though I now know that the internet is not real. None of this is real. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to anybody. Like I'm not saying that like on some tough guy shit. I'm just keeping it a buck. Ain't nobody gonna do shit to anybody. Like, let's be real. This is meta shit, and I realize that now. Thankfully, that EMDR has put me in a better state of mind where I can see like, yo, because last year when me and you kind of got into it in the Chozo's comment section, because that universal demigod Will guy is Chozo. That's Chozo, and I'm not Droid is Chozo. All of these niggas are Chozo. Chozo got multiple accounts. I know his accounts. But anyways, like on that, when me and you got into it, I was not. This was before the EMDR, so I kept replying, then deleting, replying, then deleting,
right.
Replying to you, then deleting until you finally responded. Yeah, you know what I mean? Which I'm glad that you eventually did respond, because I was able to see things from your perspective. So I had to take a minor L there, because I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I understand where you're coming from now. And that's how everything was cleared up between me and you. And then Chozo and his many alt accounts tried to play on that situation, tried to make it like I'm this senile, crazy old man, even though he's 27. And it's like the situation, like none of this would have happened to Chozo if he'd just kept his fucking mouth shut, bro. But anyways, enough about him. All I'm saying is like so much shit was going on with me, and had I stayed on the internet, then I would have wound it up like another individual, Dabs. Like me and Dabs are just different ends of the spectrum. What happens when you have problems and you stay on the internet, and what happens when you have problems but you leave the internet. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful.
No.
I'm here to keep it a buck.
No, I know exactly where you're coming from. Honestly, Justin to this day still has that Gamil the pedo fellow, that super fan of Dale Wilson, who still follows him around trying to besmirch his name, even, literally taking the beef beyond the grave. And that was something that Justin definitely struggled to step away from. It's honestly, so for those of you who don't know, ItsYaMansWill had 40,000 subscribers by the time he stepped away. He was damn near halfway to the silver play button. That is not easy whatsoever. And YouTube is not forgiving at all for people who delete their channels, right? Like, you can't undelete your channel unless you get hacked. So ItsYaMansWill stepped away from 15 years of YouTube production and deleted permanently his presence that had 40,000 subscribers. And that's not an easy step. I know a lot of your fans wish you didn't do that, but I have a hell of a lot of respect for that. At the time you did it, I was worried about you, honestly. So obviously you and I, we certainly weren't on the best of terms at that point, but I actually was behind the scenes. I was very worried about your mental health. And I think our mutual friend Coffee Sama told you that.
He did, and he did. Not to cut you off, my bad, bro. I will say that the philosophy of what I said, I stand by. It's just how I said it. It was something along the lines of, if you know someone's a bitch nigga and you coolin' with a bitch nigga, then you're probably a bitch nigga yourself. The bitch nigga part was disrespectful, and I do regret saying it that way. If I'd have said it like, because I stand by the philosophy, I just don't stand by the wording. I feel like if you know that someone's a degenerate and you want to hang around them, then that's cool. You do that. I don't want to be around that. I feel like that's far less disrespectful than calling someone a bitch. And I called you and Sly bitches specifically. So, but that's the thing. I didn't remember that I said that. So that's when I realized that I was dealing with memory distortion. Because on another stream, I think I was wearing a blue and black plaid shirt. I was saying like, bro, I didn't say that, but then on the stream, I did say that. So I'm like, so it was just like, oh shit, I don't remember saying that. So either way, it was disrespectful, and I apologize for it still, like I'm just not, it's just, that wasn't the best thing to say. That was disrespectful, because if someone would have called me a bitch, I'd have confronted them too. So yeah, it's cool.
No. Well, thank you for apologizing. You don't need to apologize. I personally feel like you've apologized more than enough. I think there are some people who still want to who still want to see you suffer for all that crap. I'm definitely not one of them. In my opinion, like, dude, in terms of having all of your dirty laundry spilled by a gentleman that was theretofore your family to you, losing your monetized YouTube with 40,000 subs, while you were, if what that gentleman said about you was true, while you were ostensibly unemployed, which means that the monetization from the YouTube was not insignificant at the time. Like, it's like, all right, if you
Nah,
hate
it is.
if you hate Will, what more did you want to happen to him at that time? Like you went through it, is what I'm saying. You went through it, and I don't know of anyone who legitimately still needs to hear you apologize or legitimately still needs to hear you beat yourself up. Like, for me, uh,
The monetization is insignificant because I may have not have been legally employed at the time, but I was still making money. Like I can't get into details, but I was still making bread. I just wasn't doing it. I'm gonna be real. Chozo, like, bro, like how that shit started is like it blew my mind because you had a reason to feel some type of way about me. Sly had a reason to feel some type of way about me. Chozo had no reason to feel some type of way about me. And I am going to address him. I am going to address people, but I'm not going to address y'all on some hood shit, on some gully shit. Everything I'm going to say is with all due respect. Like, Chozo, first of all, let's get to the conversation between me and him. Like, between me, him, and other friends. He was doing things behind the scenes, and I have witnesses. I just didn't want to drag them into this while I had a channel because I love my family. I love my friends. They didn't do nothing. They don't need to be in this. Chozo literally was like, oh, well, I'm going to drag everybody into this because it's like, nah, bro. Nah. So first and foremost, he was doing things behind the scenes that none of us fucked with. A lot of instigation. He laughed at suicide twice, and he's very homophobic. But I felt that was none of anyone's business. After the situation between me and Sly, Chozo, like low-key instigated it. You know what I mean? Chozo instigated the beef between me and Gucci Dabs. I don't know if you know that.
no, I wasn't familiar with that. I thought you and Justin started beefing when he called you a quote-unquote fat Sonic sea sucker on the comment section of a Black Mario video.
Well, there's that, but I never would have known that Dabs said these things, and there was also a video that I still have of Dabs playing Apex talking mad shit about me.
Ah.
But who sent me these videos though? Who sent me all of this shit? Chozo did. He sent me the screenshots. He was there during the live stream when me and Dabs got into it. He was on the call. So Chozo is the now hold on before I continue. Though Chozo was instigating a lot of shit, I still have to take responsibility for engaging and indulging this. I don't know if indulging is the right word, but engaging in the bullshit. Because I felt like, hey, I'm not going to let any nigga online or this, that, and the third. I had to protect my rep. That's how I felt, you know what I mean? But Chozo instigated that shit. Chozo instigated this shit with me in Chronicle Studios. And I'm going to say this live. I've said this on Coffee Sama's stream already when he interviewed me. I'm going to say this live. The main nigga I regret coming at, the main motherfucker I regret coming at was Chronicle Studios. Mm-hmm. I still regret that. Because when I said the N-word hard R, he was the only one that I knew of defending me. Chronicle Studios was defending me, and I came at him because of Chozo. Dumb ass I was, man. And whether Chronicle Studios accepts my apology or not, I apologize, because I saw that when Sly exposed Chozo, I saw Chronicle Studios in the live comment section, and he said that Chozo was basically the only reason me and him was beefing, and that's factuals. Chozo instigated so much shit, but tried to play victim when he I didn't watch the stream of him exposing me, by the way. I only went off of what people said. I couldn't watch that.
Yeah,
I couldn't watch that. Like,
I did watch that part actually live at the time, and I told Chozo that I absolutely hated, and I told King Sly T too. I absolutely hated that conversation completely. Like, and I know King Sly T himself did too. If you actually watch the stream wherein he lets Chozo talk, King Sly T is playing some freaking monkey balloon popping game at the time. Like he's not even really paying attention, just kind of letting the airtime run.
So okay, wow, that's wild. So cause Sly told me when we talked, he said when he let Chozo on the stream, he blacked.
Yeah, like, yeah. If you watch the stream, you'll see he's just playing a monkey. He's playing some monkey balloon tower defense game the entire time. But overall,
wow, that's wild.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to reopen a 10-month-old wound, but I absolutely hated what happened in the stream between King Sly T and Chozo. And I said that to both of them. I said, if what Chozo said at the time is true, that you will are in a place where you're unemployed, where you're crying on a regular basis, then if all that crap that he said about you was true, then that means that the last thing you needed was a very good friend of 7 years spilling all your dirty laundry for no real gain to himself on the internet. Like, I was legitimately worried that you might end yourself after the stream, and like I was thinking about like making a video along the lines of saying that people need to back off of you and whatnot. But then other shit happened to me in real life, and that's the reason I didn't do that at the time. And I know you saw the comment to that effect. I know Ayo Coffee Sama told you about that.
Okay, so this is touchy to talk about. And honestly, this is what made me respect Sly more. Because I have my criticisms towards Sly, like respectful criticisms. But when it comes to Chozo, I have my criticisms. But when it comes to me and him specifically, when we talked, and you're not wrong, Don. I told Sly, cause Sly doesn't know me and I don't know him. It's understandable. Mm-hmm. When me and him talked, I basically told him that Chozo knew that I've been suicidal since I was 11 years old. That's why I think what Chozo did was not too far off from what Gamil did. Yes, Gamil, what he did, I don't hate you, Gamil. Do you? I can't stop you. Whatever. I know you want me to join the Covenant. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. I don't care, my nigga. But know that I don't hate you, Gamil. Do you? I'm leaving everything in God's hands. But I think what Chozo did was just as bad as what Gamil did, because Chozo knew that I was suicidal. He knew that I had multiple suicidal attempts when I was a minor. He knew that I had a suicidal attempts when I was a late teenager. And even now, the suicidal shit kind of chilled in my 20s until 2021. And Chozo knew this. I thought my mom was going to pass away, because she was in a hospital and she was very sick. So I was going to take my 9 and you do the rest. Mm-hmm. And that's in 2021. But once again, I stopped myself because, man, when I held that 9, all I could hear was my pop saying, "Gramps, don't do it." And my dad's been dead since 2003, when I was 11. That's the only nigga, that's what started me wanting to die, when my pops passed away from a drug overdose. So that's what prompted me not to do drugs. And that's also another reason why I didn't clap at Dabs, because after that beef with me and Dabs, and it was just a one-shot beef, and that's why me and Matt got into it. And I got my opinions about Matt too. But anyways, I'm gonna get on that in a bit. Anyways, so Slayer, actually, I don't know if you noticed, Slayer behind the scenes after that live stream, me and Dabs get into it. Slayer hit me up saying that Dabs is on drugs, bro. 1 minute Dabs is chill, the next minute Dabs is, and I'm like, oh, really? So that's what made me just leave Dabs alone. Even when Dabs was kicking me while I was down. Because I saw him talking mad stuff to me, and I got my opinions, bro. But I let it go. I let him alone, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm not coming at you, bro. Like, I understand what's going on, bro. I know that you are unfortunately slamming dope, or whatever drug you on, I'm gonna let it rock. But that shit did sting. That shit did make me mad. But I'm gonna let it rock because I know you hurting, cuz. Had Dabs would have been anybody else at the time, I probably would have clapped back, maybe, but nah, I'm leaving Dabs out of this, bro. Because it's like I know what's going on. I know what the deal is. So I let him be. And then he passed away, and it's like, well, shit, you know. Like I wish, like I don't know, man. But anyways, I told Sly that after Chozo did what he did,
mm-hmm.
I was going to bait people into a response. I was gonna name the stream like, oh, Will claps back at Sly or some shit or some dumb shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to once I had like enough people on that stream, hundreds of people, because I knew that's what they wanted, I was going to basically send myself into a permanent oblivion on a live. I was going to take my 9 and blow my brains out on live just to give niggas something to laugh at.
You were planning to live stream your own suicide.
Yes, I was, and I was crazy enough to do it. You see, the thing is, I don't fear death. I fear hurting my friends and family. I fear hurting people. But when it comes to death, if I'm in that state of mind, like right now I'm cool. Right now, do I want to die? Hell no. I want to live. But in that state of mind, hell, dog, I literally was willing to do that shit. And that's nothing to gloat about. Does that sound like a nigga who needs to stay online? That is not a dude who needs to be online. When it's not only, it's, bruh, and then there was, I had other thoughts of going to of like murking a nigga, then murking myself in the process. So it's like shit like that. When someone has thoughts like that, that is time to get the fuck off the internet, leave, bro. Get help, because if you don't, you are going to make that individual or me will make decisions that will ruin my life and hurt friends and family and hurt people. Like I was going to murder myself on a live stream to give people something to laugh at. I mean, listen, I'm gonna be real.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite movie is Joker. You know, like Joker.
Sorry, go ahead.
The one with Joaquin Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
The one with Joaquin Phoenix. That's one of my favorite movies. And Joker has a philosophy that, you know, I understand that all it takes is one bad day to bring the sanest man to lunacy, and what Chozo did was a very bad day. And his reasons for doing it was despicable. The reason he fucking decided to go public on me was because of a private conversation that it wasn't just me. It was me, him, and 5 other friends. Excuse me, 7 other friends. So there was 9 people in total, 7 if you exclude me and Chozo.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them had their opinions on Chozo. How we do things in my Discord server, if someone's fucking up, myself included, we don't discriminate. We all go into a specific Discord, a specific chat, and we talk. And we keep it a buck. That's how we do. And when other people fucked up in that chat, fuck up, like let's say there was another individual that I had to kick out off my Discord because he kept harassing a female member. Before we kicked him, we all talked to him, told him how we felt. You know, we don't want to kick you and not give you a reason. We got to tell you the reason. And usually when shit like this happens,
sorry, you can continue. Sorry, that's my dogs.
Are you Gucci, bro? Usually, when people, hold on, where was I? Usually when niggas fuck up in the server and we all talk and this, that, and the third, or if there's a beef or if there's something going on, we will all talk in a tab called meaningful chat or some shit like that. We didn't want to kick that other individual without giving him a reason. So we told him how we felt. Then we give them the floor. We all talk. And the other individual understood, and we kicked him because he kept harassing another female Discord member who she's like a sister to me.
Right.
And usually when shit like that usually when shit like that happens, my nigga, Chozo is the first one on board to talk to these niggas and be opinionated. But then when it's his turn to get on the hot seat, he couldn't handle it.
I do want to cut you off for a second. Sorry about that. Aaron Pride, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. He said, mental health is no joke. Internet shenanigans should be fun with no drama. Appreciate you, Sallow. I agree completely. And I do want to return to that. Honestly, one, I'm very glad you didn't make the decision that you mentioned earlier about, ending your own life on live stream. I'm really glad you stepped away now. I think that was definitely the right call. And I'm really glad that you started getting the help you need. You are quiet. I did want to ask, and if it's a question that is too personal, please, you don't have to answer whatsoever. But you are a married man, right? Like, what about the family that you'd be...
Well, not...
Go ahead.
Not legally, you know what I mean? Because I believe legal marriage is bullshit unless you got a prenup. I believe that if you are constantly sleeping with somebody and y'all live together and y'all together and this, that, and the third, then hey, y'all marry. Like religion. Like I think marriage used to be a religious thing, but now I ain't with this government. I ain't with this government shit and all this, that, and the third now. So me and her, we're like common law married. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like we, and she was the one who actually encouraged me to get help. And you know what? Because I had the gun in my hand and everything. I was dead ass gonna do it. I was dead ass like really, really. But she was like, "Babe, give me the gun. Babe, give me the gun." And it's like, I'm just like, bro, like this, like that nigga really, 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 really hurt me, dog. Like I can't believe that someone who I viewed as a brother stabbed me in my back over a bullshit over a conversation where we criticized him for how he was acting. And he admitted, and Chozo admitted to everything. He, in his stream, responded to me. Stop me if this sounds familiar. Someone laughs at suicide and then tries to cloak it as dark humor. That was the whole reason me and LTG got into it in the first place. But anyways, my wife was the one who encouraged me to get help, leave this internet shit, and at the time, I started working again, but then I stepped down because it's like, bro, I'm disassociating. Like, I'm literally, like, my past and everything. It's like, I'm starting to feel like I'm a motherfucking monster, you know what I mean? So, you know what? I talked to my wife and I said, look, I don't know if I want to work and fucking see therapy. It's like I you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, if I step down and you work, would you be okay with that? And she said yes, as long as I am getting help. And here I am. So my mom, my brother, my sister, my aunties, my uncles, my grandma, they all know what's up. They all support me. They all are rooting for me to get better. My friends, like my inner circle, they're my family. So when I saw niggas on this internet shit saying that Will lost his friends, nigga, what do you mean I lost my friends? You mean I lost Chozo? Like, okay, the Chozo is Chozo. Chozo projects. Chozo is... I'm gonna get into him in a bit, but anyways, man, bro, had it not been for my friends and my family, I wouldn't be here right now. I don't regret snapping on Sly, and when I say that, I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. Had I never Had I never snapped on Sly, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't have saw the type of nigga Chozo was. Me and you wouldn't be talking right now. I'm not saying it like I don't regret it like disrespectful. I'm basically saying, yo, hey, had that never happened, we wouldn't be. We gotta look. I'm trying to look at the bright side.
You're glad that straw broke the camel's back because it made you get the help you need.
Yeah. Listen, had I never snapped on Sly, had I never did that, I'm still wrong. I'm not trying to I was still wrong, but I already apologized to Cuz. But had that never happened, I never would have realized the amount of problems that I was having and using this internet shit as a means of a distraction. Now there's no more distractions. Now there's no more go live and do this, that, and the third, and because this shit can feel like a drug sometimes. Live stream, if I come back to the internet, I'm not live streaming anymore. That shit can dead ass feel like a motherfucking drug, cuz that shit feels like a drug, like an addiction.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it takes so much out of you. It's draining, and that shit on top of neuroplasticity. We don't need that shit. Because I feel like sometimes, like, the internet can just change the fucking neurons in your brain, bro. I feel like it's because neuroplasticity can be good or bad. And that shit was bad for me. That shit was dead ass bad for me, dog. So, man, fuck all that shit, bro. Had to dip. You know, and I thought about just archiving the channel, but I'm like, nah, dog, I don't want any temptations. I don't want any of this shit, bro. I gotta go.
Do you still have your old, like, Sonic parodies, things of that nature, such as Sonic the Ghetto-Hog and all of, like, those Sonic-themed parodies you used to do?
I got everything. I got literally everything. And I had a Sonic the Ghetto-Hog channel. I had an archive channel. But then somehow, some way, people found that channel and went over there and started trying to fuck with me when I'm like, dog, I shut my channel down. I'm not on it anymore. I mean, what more do you niggas want from me? Even Dabs himself hopped on that bandwagon. So it's like, nigga, this shit is annoying, bro. It's like, I only uploaded that shit for the fans, bro. And niggas got so much fucking time on their hands that they're looking for different channels of me. So I'm like, what's next? Y'all niggas gonna go on my SoundCloud and try to harass me and try to fuck with me? Is my SoundCloud called Universe Soul, like soul that leaves your body, and Beats with a Z, Universal Beats. A SoundCloud that I'm hardly active on. You niggas gonna go over there and try to fuck with me too. Niggas try fucking with me on Fightcade, and it's like, bruh, literally Fightcade, and on Fightcade I'm a demon. When I'm on Fightcade, I'm a persona. I'm a demon. So I'm about to smoke on Fightcade as long as we run the hands in third strike. I don't give a fuck about all the other shit as long as we run the hands. Dude. I'm not there for the talking. I'm there to... Okay?
Yeah, I mean, you don't need me to say this. I think you know it well enough already, but do be careful with that. Like, I'm sure you know very well enough that, you know, even when you're just playing a persona and kind of, like, even just deliberately getting ignorant to kind of let off some steam, like, much like the way you think influences your actions can also influence the way you think. Like, if you do that shit often and long enough, like, it will eventually let that darkness start to take over you again, and it will eventually become a bigger part of you than you want it to be. Especially when you have, you know, when you have people instigating with you and things of that nature.
Nah, like, okay, let me be more specific. When I talk shit on Fightcade, I try not to take things personal, but my persona is, you can say whatever you want about me. Are we finna run this fade in the game? Because if not, then I don't care about what you got to say. I fought somebody on Fightcade. He had Urian on third strike specifically. He had Urian and I had Sean. Sean's the second weakest character, second to the first weakest character in the game. And I whipped his ass and he said Chozo said GGS and I ignored it. It's like, okay, at the end of the day, you got washed with Sean. I don't care about what you got to say when I am fighting you via the game. So that's when I am a demon. Like, my persona on there is run the fade or run away. You can either run the fade, run your mouth, or run away. I want the fade. I want the hands, and that's pretty much what it is. And you know, I get it. You know what I mean? Let them talk shit. Let them get their little dopamine rush. But I still needed to get help. But Third Strike is my passion. Third Strike is my favorite fighting game of all time, next to like fucking Street Fighter Alpha 2. So Third Strike is life to me. So when it comes to that game, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Smug. I don't care if you're Justin Wong. I don't care if you're Chilled Scrub or whoever the fuck you are. That's my house. So that's just the state of mind. It's a video game, but it's a very passionate video game for me. But I don't want things to go too far. I don't want niggas to get doxxed or niggas to get harassed over over a video game.
Right.
And I don't even, hold on, to address something, I don't even know why Chozo was talking shit on Lazarus. Like, I understand Lazarus, a lot of niggas is talking shit, but Chozo should be the last nigga talking shit on that boy. Chozo should be the last nigga talking shit on Lazarus. First of all, I hope Lazarus pulls up on the 4th.
I do too.
What is it? Is it the 4th of next month?
May 4th, yes. Next month.
All right. I hope Laz pulls up. Because if he does, I don't give a fuck if Laz gets his ass whooped. The fact that he hopped in the ring automatically gets respect.
Absolutely.
For me.
Same.
The fact that you are stepping in the ring, the octagon to be more specific, is respect to me. Respect to me. It's respect from me, excuse me. Respect for me, because again, like that's some real nigga shit. Chozo's not gonna get no octagon. First of all, Laz got a wife and a child. Chozo lives with his mom. He admitted this on his second stream, him going after Red Ranger. He said it at the end of the stream. This nigga 26, 27 living with his mom. And even if he moved out of his mom's house, you did it at 27. This nigga Chozo willingly lives with his mom online talking shit to people in costumes. Online calling people pedophiles, by the way. And that's how that shit started with me and Chilled Scrub. That whole shit started because Chozo was going around telling niggas that I was cooling with Red Ranger. Red Ranger is an individual that has pedo accusations to his name. And I had to debunk that.
Yeah.
So he went...
Sorry to cut you off. I've only just learned who this Red Ranger guy... Ayo, Coffee Sama, thank you for the super chat. You said Laz has more balls than Chozo, and that's wild. Thank you for the super chat, Coffee Sama. Good to see you again. It's been a while. So I only just learned who this Red Ranger guy is very recently. The gentleman seems to have a very, very brutal form of autism, to say the least. Like, that man just rambles. When he leaves you a comment, he left me one comment, and it was like a 5,000-word essay with no punctuation that I could not even read. So that gentleman definitely has his problems, but from what I've seen, he also has a million channels, this Red Ranger guy. Red Ranger Power Up, that's a person that Will is talking about. And for those of you who don't know the context, basically the Chilled Scrub got into a beef with Will. Honestly, the Chilled Scrub pretty much instigated 100% of the beef with Will on the stream. Started going after his wife and whatnot. And I was actually, when I watched that stream, I was actually impressed by how much you tried to keep it cool, Will, because I know that you 10 months ago, like you would have just went balls to the walls, engaging in that ignorant shit. Like you would have been like, all right, pull up, let's shoot each other, let's end each other's lives over this. But you were really trying to keep it respectful, even as your wife got brought up. So, props to you for that.
No, that's straight up factuals. Everything you said was factuals, because had I'd have been last year, I'd have been all about it. But I'm like, bro, I don't want to do this again. I already learned from my mistake. Like, why am I going to? It's like, damned if I do, damned if I don't, bro. So when I want to fight, not gloating about it, but when I want to fight, no one wants to fight, I get clowned for it. All right, well, I don't want to fight. Oh, he's a bitch, and I get clowned for it. What? So here's the thing. Red Ranger, me and him got into it like years ago. Like, I think this might have been 2020. We got into some tech and shit. And me and him confronted each other with another individual by the name of Akumu Naraku. And bruh, we just got into a beef, and then eventually it ended. Eventually I apologized to Red. Eventually he apologized to me, and we deaded it. So me and Red was kind of like cooler for a little bit. He would pull up on my streams and this, that, and the third. Once I started hearing about shit that Red Ranger was allegedly was doing, who was the one who put me on about that? Chilled Scrub. And when I watched his channel at the time, he seems like a cool, level-headed, down-to-earth guy. So I'm like, oh, so Red Ranger is over here doing all this? Nah, I gotta separate myself. So I did. And I ain't said nothing to Red Ranger since 2021, 2022. Like, I got the DMs to prove it. But, so we skipped to like 2-3 months ago. And for some reason, Bozo is going at Red Ranger, talking shit and this, that, and the third. Apparently, there are pedo accusations. I can't have that. I can't have that on my name. You can call me a lolcow. You can call me a clown. Is you good? Is you alright? I'm all for it, man. But nigga, nah. I can't have niggas saying that I'm cooling with someone with pedo accusations to their name. I can't do that. So Chozo and Red Ranger go on Chozo's live stream. They get into it for some fucking reason. You know, Chozo thinks he's a shonen protagonist, bro. Like he wants to be the shonen protag so bad, cuz.
Well, I would absolutely be rooting for Chozo in that fight based on what I know about Red Ranger. Like Chozo, I'd be willing to train. I'd train you, Chozo, to whoop that guy's ass. Go ahead, bud.
Nah, Red Ranger would beat the fuck out of Chozo. Chozo has no chance. See, Chozo is on some tough guy shit, right? Chozo is 5'4", 5'3.5" without shoes. Who is he fucking with around here? I promise you that 90% of niggas in this detractor community and the DSP detractor community, Slice community, any community, SOS will beat the shit out of Chozo. Chozo is a little man. What is he going to do? Now, I'm not saying that short niggas can't fight, but if you give, let's say me, this is why I said on Coffee Sama's stream that I don't want to fight Chozo. Chozo tried to lie saying, oh, Will said he wanted to fight me. Never said that. I never said I wanted to fight you because I can't fight you. I am almost an entire foot taller than you, and I have a bigger frame than Chozo. If you give Chozo 3 months to train and then give me 3 months to train, he stands no chance because I have the range advantage.
But those fights are the most fun too. David versus Goliath, no?
Bro, it's no, bro. It's
I understand
bullying, bro. It's bull. It is like for the coonery. Yes, it's fun, but for me, it's like, bro, I have the range advantage. I have the weight advantage. I have the skill advantage. Like I don't want to fight him. I mean, I want to fight him, but no, I don't.
$19.99 from King's Lady.
Sorry.
As to the Dawn Dota.
1 second.
100.
No, I don't, bro.
Oh, on God.
Thank you so much, King Slide T, for the super chat. Also, thank you, Bizzer and Maximus, for the $5 super chats. Maximus, maybe at the end. I don't want to interrupt the conversation with music. Bizzer, you said, what's hot? I don't even know what you're saying, Bizzer. God bless you. Maybe lay off the alcohol. King Slide T, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. You said, shout out to Don. Chozo. God bless you guys. I mean, listen, I want to make it clear, I'm not trying to hate on Chozo. Not me personally. Chozo has never done anything wrong to me. And I'm not trying to hate on Chozo. I think Chozo is a gentleman who needs help too. To be frank with you, I would like to see Chozo.
Oh, he does.
I would like to see Chozo step away from. And I know he's tried to for a bit. Like I know he tries to do like 5-day breaks and whatnot. But like I'd like to really see him, you know, maybe engage in mental health. Maybe engage in whatever services are nearby. Maybe engage more with his family. Because like, you know, I do think although he has millions of problems that definitely concern me, and I've told him this. I've told him, like, for example, what he did to you, that a good friend should never do that to another good friend over such a over such a pitiful thing. I do think that I think that man really needs to find a bit of purpose, and sometimes he tries to find his purpose by like going after people when he really doesn't have to.
Right, like he's trying to go after Laz when Laz literally has a better, like, Laz has a wife, bro. Laz has a child. Laz is showing his face. Every time Chozo got on these Discord calls with us and friends, he always wore a mask and always wore costumes, bro. Even in his own room, he's an insecure little man. He's a man-child. If you didn't even know how old Chozo was, you would probably think he's a teenager. He's 27 years old. A 27-year-old virgin that lives with his mom who's 5'4". Why would anybody want to be you?
Nino, thank you for the $5 super chat. He said, "Will beating Chozo in the push-up challenge." Yeah, the push-up challenge is a great thing.
And that's another thing, bro. I don't know if niggas realize this, but push-ups are easy for niggas who are small and has smaller frames and who are short.
The less you weigh, the easier they are because they're a bodyweight exercise, indeed.
Like he's. Bro, I'm not trying to go back and forth with no munchkin, bro. It's like, I was with, like, bro, when me and Chozo talked late last year in December, we actually made amends. Like, bro, this is what blows my mind about this little dum-dum. We actually made amends. Because he got doxxed apparently by I guess he's blaming it on a dude named Ether or whatever. And it's like, okay, I hit him up to ask him, are you okay? I was more concerned about his mom though, because I know exactly where Chozo live. I have his address. I know his real name. And before he tries to say, well, that's my brother's name, Chozo, come on, bro. I saw your house on Google Maps. It matched everything that you show in your videos. Like literally, I saw your crib. And Chozo, before you get any ideas, I don't live there anymore, cuz. So you can miss me with that shit. But Chozo confirmed when I spoke to him that he still lives with his mama. So you still live in a house, putting your mom in danger, cause of fuck shit online. Make that make sense. If I was a psychopath, or if niggas was a psychopath, they can pull up to that house right now. Because niggas know where Chozo live. Matter of fact, I got something even better. Because Chozo low-key semi-doxed himself. Look up a video called Mysterious Cosplayer Spreading Joy in the Streets.
Oh, yeah.
Chozo was on the news.
Yeah, real quick, Chronicle Studios, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. You said you donate 2 big ups. Mr. Silverring, thank you for the $2 super chat. You said, as tall as a condom. Goddamn, that's... You guys are brutal. Choka, thank you for the $5 super chat. You said, tonight don't duck. Thank you guys so much for supporting tonight. You really don't have to. It means a lot. But yes, what Will was just talking about, the mysterious cosplayer. Yeah, that news report used Chozo's real name. So I do worry.
That ain't his real name.
Yeah. Oh, that's not?
That's not his real name.
Oh, good. Well,
his real name ain't Aaron Jackson.
I know Gamil thinks it is, and Gamil is trying his hardest to go after Chozo the way he went after Justin.
And that's why Chozo needs to shut the fuck up. Because Chozo, you coming at me, and I'm the main nigga who can put you down.
God bless.
Know what I mean? So, with all that being said, I'm the main dude with this, and I'm not the only one with this information. If I really want to be a demon, I can put his real name out there, but I'm not.
And I respect you for not doing so.
Oh, no, I'm not. I could, but I'm not. Because, again, Chozo was talking to Chill Scrub about my wife. Like, you pushing it. Yeah, that's how Chill Scrub knew about my wife. Like, he's like, oh, that fat ugly white bitch that you don't want to fuck. I'm like, how do you know my wife is white, and how do you know that she's a bit on the bigger side? And then eventually in that stream that I got into with Chill Scrub, they said Chozo. So Chozo's over here once again accusing someone of chilling with a pedophile when Chozo himself is cooling with an alleged pedophile. Why? And Slayer has no reason to lie. You feel me?
I hear you, man.
Slayer has no. Slayer has no. No, Chozo started this. I'm gonna finish it because when the conversation that me and Chozo and friends had last year, it ended on a peaceful note. I swear to fucking God, it ended on a peaceful note. Even 5 days after that conversation, I hit him up. You can see this on Coffee Sama's stream interviewing me. I showed all of the DMs. I hit Chozo up asking him, yo, do you want to talk to me? Are you okay? He said he was all right. And then I'm like, oh, you want to talk to me, man? Is everything all right? And he said, no, he wanted to give Discord a break. I'm like, okay. All right, well, if you ever want to talk to me, I'm here for you, cuz. Then I leave him be, and then the next thing you know, Chozo's backstabbing me like a punk. And I recorded him, and I got recordings, bruh. So anyways, Chozo did all of this. Tried to play, he basically was like, well, everyone hates Will now, there's a bandwagon. Let me go on Sly Stream and tell a bunch of half-truths and make Will look like a bad guy, and then make myself look like this innocent, sweet little damsel in distress. Oh, Will snapped at me. Will threw me under the bus. Will changes when he plays Apex. Will and his friends said that I'm a sociopath. Why though, Chozo? Why? Why do we? Why? First of all, we didn't call you a sociopath, Chozo. We said that you're. A friend said that you're starting to show signs of a sociopath, and is laughing at suicide, not showing signs. What do we gain by lying on you, Chozo? What do we gain by lying on you? There was 7 people there. Actually 8, because my wife was there too. So. What do we gain by lying on you? We don't gain clout because you don't have any clout. We don't gain any money. So why would we lie about you laughing at the transsexual suicide rate and you laughing at a video? I was watching a video by Code Blue Cam. I like watching policing videos, right? And you still there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. I like watching policing videos.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this guy who was down on his luck, and he was the police. I don't remember exactly what they were doing to him, but I think they were like kicking him out or something, or this and the third. He was down on his luck, so he started, and I had speakers. So when I played this, when I was watching the video, people can hear it because I had speakers. I was watching this video and playing it on speakers. So literally, everyone can hear this, but Chozo started laughing. So what was he laughing at? There was a part in the video where this man started saying, well, I'm down on my luck and I don't have anything, so shoot me. Just shoot me. Kill me. Just fucking kill me, man. He was begging the police to shoot him. And he was dead ass serious. Mm-hmm. He was serious. Chozo started laughing. But I thought he was laughing at something else. You know, because like we're all chilling on the Discord, so I'm thinking he's laughing at something else. You know, I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. He's like, hey, Will. I'm like, yo, what's up? Hey, Will, can you send me that clip? I'm thinking you're talking about like a meme clip or this, that, and the third, right? So I said, what clip you talking about, bro? And that clip of that guy saying, shoot me, shoot me, shoot me. Can you send me that clip? And I'm sitting over here like, yo, whoa, why would I do that? Why would I send you that clip? Why would I do that? Like, that's not funny. And then when he gets called out, cause Zenzetta, another friend, who's trans, he said, "Yo, bro, that's not funny. Yo, that's not." And other people were like, "Yo, that's not funny, bro. Like, what the fuck?" And then Chozo was like, you know, he was trying to basically just well, I wanted you to send me that clip because it reminded me of another clip from another movie. Then why don't you just get that clip from that movie? Why would I send you a clip, an audio clip, for you to use in your videos of a man begging the police to kill him? He wants to die. That's suicide. And Chozo knows that I am suicidal. So why would you think that I would think that's funny, Chozo? So you over here laughing at suicide. And then when we confronted, and then after the slide shit, when we talked to Chozo, a couple of other friends said, because they didn't know this, I criticized Chozo for laughing at suicide. So they were like, hey, what, he did it again? I'm like, what you mean again? He laughed at the transsexual suicide rate earlier this year. I'm like, what? Chozo, is this true? He said yes. So that's when I really popped off on him as a friend, bro. And he was trying to say, well, bro, I already apologized. It was dark humor. No. You my friend at the time anyways, but you finna catch this criticism. You not gonna laugh at suicide and laugh at transsexuals, laugh at this, that, and the third, and then think that I'm going to just give you the pass because we friends. This was the same reason I went at Low Tier God for, because he laughed at Rodney McNutt committing suicide. I am so sick and tired of people trying to say that I was going after Low Tier God for clout. I saw Lazarus's video of him talking about me, and I respect 90% of the video until he said I was a little bit obsessed with LTG. Laz, I love you, but bro, like, I got number love for you, but that's that type of shit that'll make a nigga want to hit you in your mouth.
Yeah,
I'm not obsessed with anyone.
Laz just says whatever comes into his mind. He's a schizophrenic alcoholic. God bless him. He definitely has bipolar disorder too. I don't know what the hell that guy's thinking half the time. Like, Laz, I really do want to put hands on you for some of the things that you've been doing to my wife lately. That aside, Will, it's definitely clear that suicide is a personal topic for you, and I think that I don't think it's fair to say that you merely beat with Mr. Wilson for clout. I think it's very clear that like suicide has been a demon in your life for pretty much since you went through puberty about, and that's why it's such a touchy personal subject.
Yeah, since I was 11 years old, and that still doesn't give me a right to mistreat people and snap on people on streams and this, that, and the third. It don't give me no right to act how I was acting, but it's like, again, I literally, dog, when Laz said that, it's like, Laz, if I see you, I'm gonna dap you up, but don't say that to me personally. Don't say I'm obsessed, because by that logic, Tupac is obsessed with Biggie, or Nas was obsessed with Jay-Z. It's beef. I called out Low Tier God for laughing at suicide, and then I called him out again for lying about it. I don't care about anything else he's done. Well, the grooming stuff, I got my opinions on. That's touchy. That's real touchy, actually. Like, whoa, that's touchy, man. But when it came to me and him at the time, it was beef. I'm not gonna let you disrespect me and then challenge me to a fight and then think that I'm going to let that rock. If you want to fight, LTG, this was my mindset at the time. I got you. We can do it. I don't care about those muscles. But if I'd have fought LTG, I would have lost. You want to know why? Because he had the advantage. He's on roids.
He is on roids.
Like, I would have put myself at a disadvantage. I thought Low Tier God was natty.
No, he's not natty. No.
I thought Low Tier God was natural. I thought he was natty.
Absolutely not.
And
no, unfortunately.
So, yeah, so now that I know he's on roids or gear or TRTs or PEDs or whatever you want to call it, at this point in my life, muscles are unimpressive unless it's natty. Anyone can get muscles at this point. I can get muscles. Oh, yeah. Man, I can I can get on gear and this, that, and the third. So when Chill Scrub was talking to me about, I'm more stronger than you, I'm more muscular, how do I know that you're... Get a drug test, bro. I'm not trying to hear all that shit, bro. I'm not trying to hear all that shit. Muscles don't mean shit to me anymore. Butterbean was knocking niggas out, and he was fat as hell. So I'm not trying to hear all that shit, bro. Like, and I wasn't there for beef. I was there to clear my name because all this shit started because niggas was saying he's cool with Red Ranger. I'm like, bro, what the man? And I'm trying to explain to these niggas, and because they're biased and because the lunacy is real, they ain't want to hear it. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna let these niggas just get it out their system. So it is what it is, man. It's like Chozo just did that. So 3 times Chozo accused 3 different people of chilling with pedophiles. He accused Slayer of chilling with a pedophile, an alleged pedophile. Well, there is no allegedly. That's done because Chozo and Kosain was calling Rick a pedophile when there was no proof of it. To my knowledge, anyway, there was no proof of it. A. So he was accusing Slayer of chilling with a pedophile. That's A. B. He was saying that I was cooling with the pedophile because Red Ranger has pedo accusations to his name. And I haven't spoken to Red Ranger since 2022. What year are we in? 2024. Mm-hmm. I stopped talking to him after I found out about all this shit. Then he says that King Sly T is cooling with pedophiles. While Chozo himself is hanging around an alleged pedophile by the name of Trapmaster. Make that make sense. Slayer told me that Trapmaster is an alleged pedophile because Trapmaster had lolly porn. Make that make sense. So Chozo is accusing other niggas of hanging around pedophiles, but then he's cooling around an alleged pedophile. Projection much? See, Chozo don't want y'all niggas knowing that shit. Chozo's gonna go live and say, oh, Will's lying. This is the same nigga that got called out by King Sly T and got exposed as a liar. As a manipulator, as a deceiver, and as a backstabber, as a backstabber, and as a manipulator. Make that make sense.
Maximus says, it's hard to be merciful, Agent 47. Yes, you're right, it is. And I no longer want to be merciful to Laz, unfortunately. Don't
even get me started on him.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, my bad.
No, I'm just saying, Laz should have never tried to call my wife. Laz should have never tried to dox my wife and harass my wife's job. If he's man enough to show up on May 4th, I'm going to beat the living shit out of him for it. Period. Sorry.
Hey, Laz.
Go ahead.
Laz, man. Laz, bro. Like, straight the fuck up. Like, no, real shit. Like, real shit. Just pull up, bro. Ain't nobody, bro. Niggas is gonna clown you if you lose, but they're not gonna clown you like, no, if you get knocked out, you get knocked out. But nigga, pull up, bro. What blows my mind is he's not training. That's where I'm like, see, nah, bro. I don't give a fuck. See, listen, if me and Chozo, I know I can slaughter Chozo in a fight, right? But if me and Chozo were to agree to fight in a ring or an octagon, I'm training.
Dude, I'd still love to.
I'm training.
I still think it would be healthy for you guys to box it out and shake hands afterward, even if it would be as one-sided. I still think
I'm going to.
I think it would be healthy.
I'll
Like, you
kill
guys
that
go on
motherfucker.
StreetBeefs. That's what StreetBeefs is for. I don't know how far that is from you. I believe you're in, like, Illinois. I think Chozo is closer to.
Nah. I'm by Illinois. I'm in the Midwest, man. I'm in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Man, me fighting Chozo, man, dog. Ooh, bro. Okay, so that means if I fight him, then I gotta make a list of niggas I want to fight. But again, I don't want to. But man, his funeral. Shit. I already got, like, nigga. Look, give me 3 months of training, 3 months of seed retention. Just no sex, no nothing. 3 months of conditioning and training. And then I got another cheat code, the cold showers 6 hours before and after the workout, so I can get my gains and it speeds up my muscle recovery, and the supplements that I'm on. And it's over, bro. It's over. Especially if it's octagon, because if I'm able to grab you, mommy won't be able to save you, and neither with them costumes.
Yeah,
this is another reason why I don't want to fight. And this is another reason I don't want to fight. Me and you got history. Me and him got history. So if I go in there, I'm going to be on some Deontay Wilder shit. I want to catch a body.
I hear that.
So, yeah, this ain't no tough guy shit. I'm vulnerable. I got feelings. I'm vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? I can get fucked up. I can get knocked out. You know what I mean? But, like, against Chozo, I mean, man, I don't know, bro.
Do you think you guys would be able to shake hands and squash it permanently afterward? I'm not saying be friends again.
Hell no.
No?
Hell
Fair
no.
enough.
Hell no. Nigga, I'm on my Urian shit if I fight him, bro.
Fair enough.
Nigga, if nah, fuck off, shake our hands, nigga. Fuck you. Fuck the vagina you came out of, nigga. Fuck you. Cause I've been there, nigga. Chozo, when you was unemployed, we were there for you, nigga. We was there for you, nigga. When you lost your job, we hooked you up with Indeed.com. We motivated you to find another job, and you did, bro. We were there for you when you were down and out. When you and your motherfucking moms was going back and forth, nigga, and y'all kept, the dude had to go outside and chill in his yard because, and I understand because, when you argue, that's why you need to move out of that house, nigga, and have your own shit. But anyways, fam, like, when him and his mom was going at it, we were there for him. When he got smoked by SOS, we were still there for him. We were just saying, okay, bro, you'll get over it. You'll bounce back from this. Okay, he didn't like the fact that we were saying he took an L. He didn't like that. He kept saying to another friend of his, I'm not going to say his name, that we should have been more on his side. How can I be on your side when you are going around saying that Rick Slayer and Sly set you up? Kosane just took the L. That's why I respect Kosane. And Chozo went public on Kosane knowing that Kosane is suicidal.
Yeah, Kosane is another gentleman that I'd definitely like to see get some more of the help he needs. He's another gentleman that I feel bad for. Kosane, not saying anything bad about you whatsoever. I hope you're doing better. That's all I want to say about you, Kosane. God bless you. I understand a lot of what you're going through, a lot of the loneliness and a lot of the beating yourself up, a lot of the self-sabotaging that you do. And I feel for you, and I hope you get the help you need. I hope you don't think... I'm not talking smack about you whatsoever. And Chozo, I'm honestly not talking smack about you either. I'm letting Will do so, honestly. This is his platform right now. One of the things, Will doesn't have a platform because he voluntarily walked away from it. And if I can lend him his platform, get his side of the story, I feel morally at peace doing so. Will, you like I said earlier in the stream, you walked away from 40,000 subscribers. You walked away from damn near halfway to a silver play button. An actual, relic of the work that you put forth. So, I really want you to be able to say anything you need to say here right now, Will.
I never wanted any of this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I never wanted any of this to happen between me and Chozo. He could have walked away peacefully. He could have walked away like, okay, I don't want to be friends with Will and them anymore. Instead, he wanted to do some backstab shit. How did I backstab you, Chozo, when everything I had to say to you, I said to you, to your face? He would have been mad if we were all talking behind his back like hoes. We all spoke to him as friends. And during that conversation, he was like, you guys are right. Yeah, you guys are right. You're right. I won't do it again. You guys are right. You guys are right. All of a sudden, when he leaves the server, he has this bravado like a coward. And then he tried to drag another, when he kept going, he tried to ride the bandwagon. He tried to ride the gravy train of, oh, people hate Will now. Is you good? Is you all right? Ha ha ha. But remember, Chozo, it's February, bro. It's time, nigga. It's February, bro. Ain't that what you said to Slide, Chozo? It's February, bro. It's February. Yeah, it is, nigga. By the way, is you good as you are? It sounds better than it sounds better than it's February. You can put as you good as you are on a T-shirt.
What you mean? Anyways, is it deep? Are you good? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I remember saying is you good as you are? Is it deep?
Yeah.
You literally can put that on a T-shirt. Chozo was like, Slide, it's February, bro. It's February. Nigga was shivering and shit, dog. Anyways, look. Anyways, fam, Chozo, I never wanted any of this to happen, cuz. You went public. You started this. You tried to make it, oh, Will goes crazy when he plays Apex. Fam, Chozo plays old-ass Halo games. Chozo does not know, Bozo does not know anything about competition. I'm all for the comp, bro. I'm all for the comp. And sometimes when you play Apex and you play with and you got dimwits on your team, sometimes you're gonna get a little salty and be like, what the f-? You're gonna snap a little bit. Everyone who plays Apex competitively is on that. It happens. But Chozo's trying to cloak it as, oh, Will's going crazy. Apex is changing him. Nigga, Chozo, I'm the same way when I play Apex. when I play Third Strike, I'm a demon. Like, I'll talk shit. So he tried to say, oh, Will was crying. I did cry. I did cry because of you, Chozo. I cried because of, like, nigga, what happened to you? You're over here laughing at suicide twice. You're over here laughing at the transsexual suicide rate. You're very homophobic. You're doing a lot of instigation. Chozo literally lost his mind when someone edited a picture of Chozo doing Spider-Man push-ups in a Spider-Man costume on Low Tier God's window. Like Chozo was climbing Spider-Man's he was basically Spider-Man and he was climbing LTG's window. And that really, and my homeboy was there and Chozo was talking to us about that. Chozo made it sound like he got doxxed. We're like, bro, what's going on? Bro, what's going on? Bro, what's going on? And then he's like, he shows us and we're like, nigga, this picture is the reason why you're going on, dummy. This right here. Chozo, nobody even knows what you look like. Why are you letting this affect you? He's insecure, man. He's a coward. He's a punk. And a liar. He's the boy who cried wolf. Why are we believing him?
I hear what you're saying, Matt. Sorry to cut you off. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, Matt. I think that Matt says he feels like Chozo is still living rent-free in your mind, brother. Not being disrespectful, just saying. Yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of trauma.
Matt.
I think that's
Matt. Hush.
He's not trying to come at you. He's being respectful.
No. I can come at him though because I got my opinions about you, and it's because of your brother. You know what you did.
Let's not go there. I don't think you and Matt need to have this beef right now. What I did want to say was I think, Will, you have a lot of trauma associated with Chozo after 7 years of friendship with him and kind of getting for want of better words, he kind of betrayed you as deeply as he possibly could have by.
Well, he lied. I mean, anyone would be upset if they go on a live stream telling a bunch of half truths. Like living rent free in my head when he went public first. What are you talking about, Matt? We all walked away from him. Even after Chozo did what he did, I didn't respond. You can ask Slayer. I only responded when Chozo tried to drag another friend who had nothing to do with this. I have that live stream still, by the way, Chozo. I got that recorded where I confronted you and you straight up lost all of your bravado. See, Chozo doesn't like face-to-face confrontation. He's all nuck if you buck when it comes to responding via video or responding via live stream. But as soon as you confront him, and there's proof of this, he got confronted by Slayer and Rick. Chozo ran. He got confronted by me. Slayer saw it. Chozo ran. He got confronted by King Sly T. Chozo ran. What are you talking about? Like, he went public first, but he's living rent free in my head. When this is my time to explain what happened. Shut up, Matt. It's out of grown folks' business, nigga. Anyways, that's pretty much what happened. Yes, I am traumatized by what Chozo did. I mean, that's traumatizing, but at the same time, my nigga, it is what it is, bro. Chozo did what he did first. So, hey, and then Cuz was talking about my wife, my nigga. What you mean, bro? Any nigga would live rent free in my head if they talking about my motherfucking wife, nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
That is true. That is true. He did talk about your wife, yeah. And I do empathize with that. Again, like Lazarus thinks that I hate to bring this example up again, but Lazarus harassing my wife for literally no reason over this past month.
That's what.
Yeah, that does.
Right.
That does get to you on a deeper level. Yeah, and I do.
Oh God, what? Oh God, why do we need to bring wives into this, bro? Keep that shit, bro. Once you bring family or wives or kids. Well, family is one thing. Okay, you can talk about niggas' moms and this and that. Okay, whatever. Once you bring kids into it and a wife into it, it's war. It's war. I don't care, bro. It's war. That's the type of shit that'll make a motherfucker want to kill you. You don't do that. You don't talk about a man's wife. You don't talk about a man's kids. Talking about a man's wife is no different than talking about a nigga's kids. And when you do that, oh, okay. Okay, cool. And Matt, let me keep it a buck with you. And I'm going to say this with all due respect. I don't like you. Here's why. It ain't the fact that you got your opinions about me. No. That's why I don't. That's not the reason I dislike you. I dislike you for the simple fact that other than Gamil, Chozo was the main nigga gunning at your brother. And why did he gun at Gucci Dabs? Because he wanted the admiration of Saladon. He said this. So Chozo's gunning at your brother, right? Because he wants Saladon's respect. He said it. Well, I saw Gucci Dabs coming at Sallow, and I'm like, well, nah, nigga. Okay. So this dude was the main nigga gunning at your brother, cuz. And you cool it, and okay, the main dude gunning at your brother. And then when your brother unfortunately passes away, Chozo switches up. Oh, he was a worthy adversary, but when he was alive, oh no, he was complacent gunning at your brother. See, I left Dabs alone. Cause Slayer behind the scenes told me that Dabs was unfortunately on drugs. So I left him alone. Even when Dabs and you, Matt, was kicking me while I was down, I left y'all alone. I'm not gonna disrespect Dabs. I'm not going to grave dance homie. So you ain't got to worry about that when it comes to me. But Chozo was the main nigga gunning at your brother, and you over here talking about this nigga, talking about Chronicle with the same nigga that was gunning at your brother, and you expect me to respect you? Let a nigga gun at my brother, and then my brother commits suicide. Even if that nigga apologizes, cool, but I don't want nothing else to do with you. Fuck is you talking about, nigga?
I hear what you're saying.
You was still mad at me. I saw that comment, Matt. I saw you in your brother's comment section talking about when your brother made a video kicking me while I was down, talking about I shut my channel down. And you in that comment section said, buy trash. Even though Chozo was the main reason me and Dabs got into it. And you over there cooling with the nigga. You said, buy trash to me. Be grateful that I got a heart. Be grateful that I got a heart, Matt. Because I don't have it in me to say buy trash to Dabs. I don't got it in me to say that. But you was over here complacent, kicking me while I was down. See, karma doesn't discriminate, homie. Karma is universal law. Niggas love to say karma when bad stuff happens to people they dislike. But remember, you got karma too, cousin. And you over here kicking me. So that's how I feel about you, Matt. Matt, I don't hate you, bro, but you's a whole ass lame, bro. You over here talking to this nigga. Chilling with the same nigga that was gunning at your brother, talking about Bionicle, and you expect me to take you seriously? I hope you learned your lesson, bro. You don't talk down to people. No, you know what? Cool. I'm gonna switch the subject.
Yeah, I think we need to. And I think you actually made the point that what happened to Justin was
That was fucked up.
completely fucked up, and it's definitely a lot worse than losing your YouTube channel and whatnot. I mean, the gentleman, honestly, as a result of Gamil's actions, lost his.
See, this. Hold on, bro. This is why I'm gonna change the subject, but this is why I'm mad lame as hell. My butt buddy Gamil. I'm not even cool with Gamil, so I'm not going there. It seems that you and Chozo loves accusing people of chilling with pedophiles. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all lame. Anyways,
I don't think you guys are going to be able to reach an understanding here today, especially not doing this publicly. Yeah, let's just move on from this. Let's just move on from this.
yeah.
Matt, I have nothing but love and respect for you. You know that. What I wanted to ask you is, aside from going to therapy and mental health, what else are you doing in your life to try to move on from the old bad habits and old patterns of thinking that kind of led to your downfall in the first place? Like, there's definitely still a lot of anger in your heart. There's definitely still a lot of capacity for, getting deep into the beef. I definitely see some good improvements, but I want to know what else are you doing to improve your life? Like, what else are you finding meaningful employment? What else you got going on?
Well, other than therapy and shit, cause I'm hitting that gym, cause I'm back on the grind, bro. I'm basically trying to get my I want to surpass like a 7. When I was 17, that was my prime years, bro. I had so much time on my hands, bro, and man, dog, I was a beast when I was a kid, bro. I was able to lift 300 pounds. I was strong as fuck, bro. But I want to get to a point in my life to where I want to surpass my 17-year-old self, bro. I want to get on that Castle King side type shit, bro. Lift about like 400 pounds and shit. You know what I mean? So shout outs to Castle King side, bro. Real nigga.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Castle Kingside is a beast. God bless him. He's gone through some stuff too. I wasn't even aware of that, but he's gone through some.
Yeah, I haven't watched Cuz in a while. The main nigga, like, so basically there's like, me exercising, me still seeing therapy, me just basically just trying to get out of my head. You know what I mean? I don't want to disclose how I make my paper, how I make my bread. You know what I mean? I'm not employed right now. I'm not employed right now because, again, due to my mental health. Niggas make it sound like I can't get a job. I can get a job. I don't have a criminal record. I'm not a convict. You know what I mean? I can do this. But when someone's mentally fucked up, bro, I kind of feel like, hey, step down, get your help. You know what I mean? But I do want to I am interested in like taking a trade though. You know what I mean? College just ain't it, bro. To me, in my opinion. I might want to just take a trade and shit. I'm also investing in that crypto, that XRP and XLM, bro. That shit, I'm telling you, that shit gonna blow up in the future. Niggas don't even know. So I'm investing into shit. I'm chilling with my friends and family. I'm exercising. I'm back to weightlifting.
Good.
Slayer put me on to a sauna suit. I might invest in a sauna suit.
A sauna suit?
And that's,
to lose water weight?
Yeah, he said that the water suits are OD, and I'm like, hey, I might give it a try. I might give that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry to cut you off. I don't know how much I like the idea of losing water weight when you're just generally working out. I mean, it's only water weight that you'll be losing. You'll put that back on the moment you drink water again. Like, I think sauna suits are really only useful when you're cutting weight for like a weight limit for a fight. Bobby Boucher, thanks for the $2 super chat. I don't care what Laz is doing. He said Laz is on live right now. Fuck him. Yeah, honestly, fuck him.
Nah, like I don't know how I'm a clown if I'm in the XRP. Let's just agree to disagree. You know what I mean? If y'all don't fucks with XRP, that's cool. You know what I mean? I have my reasons. And what I love is longevity. Niggas don't think about longevity. That shit is going to, bro, in my humble opinion, if people disagree with me, I'm all for it. I'm not going to say that y'all are wrong. I'm not going to say that y'all are wrong, cause cardio definitely. I can do cardio definitely, man. Like I'm jogging, I'm walking hella fast on inclines, bro. Like niggas may not believe it when they look at me, but I can run. Like, I can sprint. Like, I mean, I'm a football player. I can do that. It's in my genes. But, anyways, if niggas don't fucks with XRP, I get it, bro. Damn, but XLM gets no love too. That's crazy. All right, bro. I guess I got to take this L for investing in the XRP, bro. All right, y'all got it. Y'all got it, dog. No, all joking aside, though. No, I'm just investing into it little by little, and it seems like it's gonna blow up probably by like some years from now. If it is what it is, I don't jump on bandwagons. I'm not all for trends. I look at the longevity of something via music, via movies, via money. That's just how I get down. So that's just what I do. But I respect y'all's opinions, bro. I'm not gonna come at y'all for saying XRP's bullshit. I understand. But yeah, that's just pretty much what I've been on, bro. I'm not really doing much. I'm not trying to make my life more grand than what it is. I'm just your man's. That's all I am. I'm just your man's Will. I'm just Will. That's all I am. I'm just a man.
Well, I'm happy to hear that you're investing in any form. Honestly, I'm very happy to hear that you're weightlifting. I think healthy mind, healthy body, healthy soul all go hand in hand. You need to be taking care of yourself. It sounds like weightlifting is the thing that most resonates with you in terms of a form of working out. Like it sounds like you value being, a bigger and stronger guy, and I think weightlifting is the perfect thing for you. Coriasis says, "What fighting style are you practicing?" MMA. Sorry, go ahead, Will.
No, just literally just cardio, diet, and weightlifting. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm currently not on it. Like, if I were to fight somebody, I don't want to fight anybody. Like, I'm not saying, I'm gonna be real, bro. It's like, unless I'm getting paid, or unless we in a ring, or unless we in an octagon, or one of those three things, I'm not really interested in fighting niggas. It's like, I'm not doing that. Drop the addy, I'm gonna pull up. That's how you get shot. Like, that's how you get. And I know Minnesota don't got stand your ground laws, but I kind of feel it's pointless for someone to come to me knowing that I got a gun and they're not going to do anything. So you flew all the way out here just to talk, knowing that there's a gun on my waist, and you're not going to do nothing. And I'm not going to do nothing because I got a gun on my waist. I'll get in trouble. So there has to be like a middle ground. You know what I mean? There has to be like a middle ground where you and Lazarus agreed to fight, or other niggas agree to fight, and this, that, and the third. I don't want to fight anybody unless it's like, hey, they really, 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 really want to. You know what I mean? You really, really, really want to? Okay, let's train. Let's promote this. Let's for instance, let's like last year I wanted to fight Sly, but that wasn't the proper way to do so. I wanted to fight him on some gully shit, on some street shit, like a dumbass, like an idiot. No, that's just not the way to do things, and I'm able to realize that now. I'm able to think and be like, yo, like, no, that's not the way. But let's say if Sly wanted to fight me and I want to fight him, and it's like, hey, on some respect type shit, and we agree to do so. We do 3 months of training, and niggas promote that shit, and then afterwards we knuckle up, and then whoever gets knocked the fuck out, no hard feelings. I'm down for that. I would be down for that, like on some respect type shit. But when it comes to like Chozo, oh no, I'll have different intentions if I fight him in a ring or an octagon. There's a reason I main Urian, if you know who he is, from Street Fighter. I mean,
inferiority complex towards his older brother is about all I know of his backstory.
Well, yeah, that's part of it. Urian is actually a mad good character. I think he's one of the best Street Fighter characters because he does have an inferiority complex towards his brother. And like me and Low Tier God Low Tier God mained Urian in Street Fighter 5. I don't like Street Fighter 5, so I made him in Third Strike, even though Urian is objectively stronger tier-wise in Street Fighter 5 than he is in Third Strike. Mm-hmm. But the reason I main Urian and Alex from Street Fighter Third Strike is because the way they fight, I relate to it. Clotheslines, slamming niggas, straight brutality. I'm all for that. Brutality. My goal if I fight is to make it hurt. That's it. just to make it hurt. No mercy. And if I don't like you, or if you did something personal to me, like Deontay Wilder said, my goal would be to Sama, shut the fuck up.
Thank you for the $2 super chat. Somebody says you were a Balrog.
Alright, look, I don't like low tier God, but that Balrog shit is timeless. I ain't gonna cap. That shit funny as hell, bro. Like, fam, this nigga LTG, that I know that's a slur, but it's just funny, because why Balrog, bro? Like, right, bro, I'm about to drive up and down the hood one day. I don't drive, but like, I might ride with my homeboy and just be like, hey, bro, look, hey, play Balrog's theme driving up and down the hood. Niggas will never know why until that shit blows up one day. It's just, it's a joke, of course. Would I actually do that? Probably not, but it's still funny to think about. That shit funny. And this nigga gonna call me a Balrog. Rogs. Oh shit. But hey, can I touch on the grooming accusations?
Go ahead. Please.
Hey, bro. I have to say accusations because I'm not trying to get sued and I ain't trying to get anybody sued. I have to say accusations or alleged or accused, whatever. But I have to address the beginning of my downfall. It's related since someone brought up wrong, because it's a slur. I have to bring up the beginning. It's when I said the hard ER or nigger. So that's where it all began. And I have my opinions. Now, this is what irks me about the situation, is that though it was clipped out of context, people were wondering who I was talking about. Like, I saw Laz's video talking about me last night, and he was reacting to what I said when I said the hard ER. Man, fuck that hard ER shit, bro, when I said nigger, bro. And he wanted to know who I was talking about, and I told him on the stream last night that, hey, everything will be addressed. I'm going to talk about it, cuz. So look, there was an individual by the name of Parge or Parge. And Parge at the time was, I think, 19, 20. He was, I don't know if he was Covenant. I don't know if he was an LTG fan. I don't know what the fuck was this, what was going on with Lil Homie, but he had beef with me. He did not like me. He did not fuck with me. And this little young black brother was threatening to murder me, threatening to come to my neck of the woods and murk me, threatening to kill me. Now, he could have been talking out of his ass, but this is around the time where I took shit more seriously. The internet was real to me. So I'm like, this nigga's threatening to kill me. Now he's activated my fight or flight, bro. That's that type of shit that made me want to, you know. But anyways, he was like, oh, you big fat, ugly, this, that. He was pissing me the fuck off. And then I looked at him. I looked at how Parjay was acting. I looked at his videos, and I'm like, oh my God, bro. He's a nigger. Now, I was taught growing up that nigga and nigger are the same word.
Well, how does this relate to the grooming stuff? I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh, my bad. I went. No, bro, my bad, dog. My mind went here and there. Look.
Yeah, I feel like you have talked about that issue to death, and you've apologized about it to death, and I honestly really don't need to hear about that. I don't think anyone else does. In terms of
you know what? Yeah, you right, bro. I remember. I used to talk about this shit all the time on your streams. My bad, G.
Yeah. So what were you saying about the grooming stuff? You had a take on the grooming issue.
All right, yeah, thank you for putting me back on track, because I was going off on a whole different subject, my nigga. Thank you. Anyways, if this is true, come on, man.
Thank you for the $2 super chat, Lord of War.
Right. So she was allegedly 17 when he was trying to get at her. Like, that's wrong. And it seems like it always got to be something with LTG. And then when you talk on it, he tries to roast you. You can't roast me when you out here fucking with 17-year-olds, nigga. You can't. There's nothing you can say. Like, once it comes to grooming, once it comes to kids, you can't say nothing to me, bro. Nothing. Low tier God, Dale, or whatever your name is, cuz. Dale. That's why now it makes sense on why you lying about your age, bro. Cause if you 40, okay, you 40. Who gives a fuck? I'm 30, soon to be 32. Who gives a fuck? We gonna get old and we gonna pass away one day. But I always wonder, why is he so insecure about his age? And then this makes sense. So Elena was a little girl.
Yeah,
you 29.
She was a junior in high school. Yes, Joshua's Cornstar just said it. Yep, she was a junior in high school, and he was almost 30.
All right.
It's pretty crazy.
All right. So look, you want to know what irks me more than that? Niggas defending it.
Yeah. Yeah, and there are a lot of people defending it. It's crazy.
Now, do you remember that live stream with me and Chill Scrub?
Yeah.
This is what irks me. They were defending women. Let me ask you a question. If let's say you're talking to somebody and you say that this such and such groomed a 17-year-old, and then a nigga says, well, why do you care? Or they say, well, she was old enough to know what she was doing. Or I say, well, the age of consent in some states is 17. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that not defending it?
That is, especially in California where it's 18. Like, there's no question about it. Like, it's 18 straight up in California. Anyone making that argument is doing so in bad faith.
So I love how Chozo clipped me. But then these niggas was over here. I brought this to the Chill Scrub and everyone's attention because Low Tier God was brought up. And I said, bro, like, because they're like, oh, Low Tier God got more achievements than you. He's in better shape than you. And I said, he also groomed a 17-year-old. Why do you care? Why do you care? Is that your daughter? Is that so y'all are defending softcore pedophilia or pedophilia because grooming is like pedophilia. So y'all niggas are defending pedophilia. And it's annoying.
Yeah, no, but you're 100% right. You're 100% right. And
that's a baby.
Yeah, especially in that state. She was a junior in high school. I don't understand. And what the Child Scrub was saying to you in return, why do you care? I mean, like, dude, I think we should all care about the younger generation, right? We should all care about those who can't fend for themselves and defend themselves, right? Like, why should I not care if, let's say, for example, you have a 6-year-old girl being sexually assaulted by someone, and I stop that? Am I somehow a villain because I cared enough to stop a sexual assault? It's the same thing for any crime, really. Like, if he beat the shit out of someone, and you said something to the effect defending that person who got the shit unfairly beaten out of them, you care because you're a good person. That's why you care. You care because you're a good person. So
that's what I'm saying. But them niggas was flaming me because apparently Elena, and I quote, was old enough to know what she was doing and the age of consent and why do I care. Hill Scrub even went as far as to joke about Low Tier God sucking on her toes. He said to me, and I quote, "Oh, you just mad that he got to suck on that girl's toes first before you did." My nigga, you're a grown-ass man joking about another grown man sucking on a minor's toes. Creepy. Reepy. I stand by that. It's creepy. But because I'm demigod or I'm your man's will or whatever, clip me and roast me. But then Low Tier God over here allegedly fucking with little kids and I don't know.
So
I don't know.
So there is one minor insignificant piece of advice I wanted to offer you overall. This is completely unrelated to what we were just talking about, Will, but there's a minor insignificant piece of advice I've been thinking of in relation to you and what you used to do. The old...
I'm listening.
Yeah, the old...
That's all I'm saying. You just got to be accountable.
Sorry about that. The old Sonic the Ghetto-Hog stuff you used to do. All the Sonic parodies you used to do, things of that nature. Like, the Sonic content you used to do. I 100% think that and you're gonna hate this advice, but I think it might be a good little source of income if nothing else. I think you should upload all that old stuff on TikTok, like because the younger generation, they love Sonic.
I know, but I can't because, bro, I took them down. I took them down because TMS Anime was on my ass. Couldn't do it. I can't make money off of it unless I turn Sonic the Ghetto-Hog into a character. I was thinking about doing this. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just saying I was actually thinking about doing this shit. I was thinking about like doing there's a YouTuber by the name of Devil Artemis. And he is a GOAT. And I also had another homeboy that passed away. His name was Slick Goku. And they used to do a Blender and Source Filmmaker parody, making parodies of Dragon Ball characters. And I was gonna do the same thing with Sonic, but then all the bullshit happened, and that's no one's fault but my own. And I walked away from it. If I come back, I can definitely do that. I have talents. I have I've been thinking about going pro on SoundCloud and making a Spotify. You know what I mean? Like, I'm actually glad you brought this up, actually, because I don't know if TikTok copyright strikes niggas, bro. Like, that's traumatic to me. Ain't nothing worse than when you boot up your computer, you get on fucking YouTube, and then you go to your analytics or you go to your YouTube studio, and then you see you go to your videos, and then you see oh it's a copyright strike, or it's been blocked worldwide. All that work I put into it, it's been blocked. Like, that shit is annoying as hell.
I hear that. I can't pretend to know about TikTok in particular, but I mean, I know the audio was 100% yours. Like, it was you talking through the characters and all that. So, I don't know. I don't know. See, the thing is,
like, it's fun. It was fun.
Yeah, and I think it's worth a shot for you, because the thing about TikTok is that, and I don't like TikTok, but it's another tool in the belt to be taken advantage of, right? It's a very insulated social media platform. Like, what happens on TikTok really doesn't reach the other social media platforms, and vice versa. Like, people don't often cross over. So, like, you know, obviously, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. The judge says, "Will, don't forget that Dale also says in his older streams made a predatory joke about touching kids. That shit pissed me off." Yeah, that's true.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Yeah, he said that he does touch kids. When someone accused him of it, and he was like, you know, also justifying. I don't know if you remember Puppa, the streamer, the 14-year-old streamer named Puppa, the Smash Brothers player, but like some 30-year-old woman was like hardcore grooming him, and he was just like, oh, he enjoyed it. He enjoyed it. Nah, he's good. That's fucked up. Anyways.
Nah, like, bro, continue, because I was gonna like give an opinion on that, because I actually dealt with a situation like that 2 days ago, and this shit was mad weird. I was
Go ahead.
To make a long story short, I was taking a lift home, and you know, we sparking up a conversation. I was on my way home from therapy, and I was basically like, yeah, man. I brought up how I was statutorically raped by that 21-year-old girl when I was 14, and he was like, oh, well, you know, you should be happy about that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What you mean I should be happy about that? Like, when I was younger, like when I was 16, 17, yeah, I was happy about that, because, you know, I'm a fucking minor and my brain is still developing. Even the male brain doesn't stop developing until 25. So even when I was like 19, 20, 21, I still was like somewhat bragging about it. But until I got older, and I'm like, yo, that bitch fucking raped me. And so anyways, make a long story short, Cuz was like, you know, he's from a different country, so I don't know the age of consent in this nigga's country, but it doesn't matter, you're here. So I'm like, dog, I don't agree with that. Like, what do you mean I should be happy about that? Like, I was a kid. He's like, well, yeah, you were a kid, and kid likes girls, and da 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 da. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, this nigga creepy, but and I don't want to start shit. We like on a bridge and shit. So you know what? I'm just like, okay. He could tell that I was mad uncomfortable. Like, I just, bro, you, bro. And then that was that. So the fact that low tier guy was saying, oh, he was enjoying it. Okay. Whether he was enjoying it or not is irrelevant. He's a child, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Of course he's probably gonna fucking enjoy it. He's a kid.
Yeah.
They can't consent. Mm-hmm. Like, what? Like, why is that so hard for people to understand? Like, banging. I don't understand why that's such a difficult concept for niggas to grasp. It's literally a child. They cannot consent. Bro, 18 and 19 are children to me, but people will disagree because the law says that they're adults. I don't agree with that. I think the age of being an adult should be 21, and there should be like a subcategory for 18, 19-year-olds. Maybe a teenage adult or something. I don't think 18 and 19-year-olds are adults. Bro, I remember back in the day, I know I'm going off on a tangent, but I remember back in the day when I was 18, bro, niggas, we could smoke cigarettes, bro. Now, 18-year-olds cannot smoke cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like society is starting to realize that these are children, they're kids, 18 and 19. Like, at my age, I'm 31 years old. God willing, I see 32 this year. Would I date an 18, 19-year-old? No. Because it's weird. Like, no. No, it's weird. Like, you got your whole life ahead of you. What the fuck you want with me?
Mm-hmm.
Date someone that's like 2-3 years older than you. You don't need to fucking be with a nigga like me.
That's how I am.
My wife is older.
Same.
My wife is older than me.
The same. I've always preferred dating older women, honestly, for that maturity.
Oh God, that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yeah, like there's this joke I heard in a parody. Niggas, I heard like, what's the opposite between a pedophile, and they said a MILF hunter. Nigga, I'm all for MILFs, bro. I like mature women. I like women. It's like if you want to date younger, okay, cut it off at 21. If you're like my age, or maybe 23, 25. You know, like 25, like go there. But like 18, fam. I hate that society makes it to where it's like, oh well, you're 18 now, you're an adult, nigga. They still have the mind of a 17-year-old. They're still 17 mentally. What the fuck? I don't know, bro. But niggas are gonna disagree with me. But you know.
Coffee Summer says Sallow into those mommies. It's not about mommies. It's just, honestly, man, I've always been a lot more mature than women my age, so I've always just dated up a bit. And I think
I'm into those mommies.
You're into those mommies?
I'm
God
into
bless.
those.
God bless.
I've always like when I was 14, I had the goatee. I was a big ass little nigga. You can only tell that I was 14 because of my voice. It was actually hilarious. I'm this big ass nigga, but I still sound like a minor. So it was. I wish I could go back in time because it was funny, but not. Anyways, I practically had the body of an adult-ish, even though I'm not an adult. And I always had older women hitting on me until I tell them how old I am, and they're like, "Oh, what? You're 14? Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm 14." You know, so it's not their fault. You know, they didn't know, but. Yeah, so I've always had, and then after I had unfortunate intercourse with that 21-year-old when I was 14, ever since then I've always been attracted to older women.
Yeah,
it sucks, but hey, that's pretty much what it is. So, yeah.
no, someone asked a question, or someone didn't ask a question. Excuse me. Someone said earlier how they feel about how you've been doing overall in terms of your mental health. And I think, for me personally, I feel like you've definitely made strides, Will, and I'm really happy to see that. You definitely have done a lot to improve yourself over the last year, and I'm proud of you for doing that. There's still much work to be done, as we all have plenty of work to be done.
I agree. One thou wow. I appreciate that.
Absolutely, yeah. I think there's still a good bit of darkness in your heart, like, you know, a bit of that desire to punch back at people that you feel like are wronging you, and I get that completely. But I also think that you're working on that, and I also think that you know, you are getting more secure in yourself, and as you get more secure in yourself, I see you discarding a lot of those problems and leaving them in the past and leaving them as part of the old, the demigod, if you will, as opposed to the Will. And I'm proud of you for doing that.
The demigod era would have handled everything much differently. He wouldn't have cared. Like, demigod and Sly going at it is not a good mix. I don't even want to imagine that. That's not a threat or anything. It's just that state of mind, and then all of that. No, it would have been a constant back and forth over and Demigod wouldn't have cared of whether he started it or not. I wouldn't have cared back then. I had so much anger in my heart and so much. Like, if you think I'm angry now, I was angrier when I was like 25, 26, 27.
I remember it. Yep.
So that's not a good combination. Like that's no. And I can't pretend that I'm him anymore. I'm 30. I'm 31. I'm not. I still have anger, but I'm just I kind of feel like when I snapped on Sly, looking back on it, whether I don't think I intended to, but it looked like I was trying to rehash a moment. It looked like I was trying to how can I put this on? It looked like I was trying to be someone who I'm not anymore. I was angry in that moment. I was annoyed, but it seemed like I was trying to demigod it. You know what I mean? Like I was trying to rehash a demigod moment, and it's just not it. I just don't feel it anymore. It's just not it anymore. I'm not him anymore.
Yeah.
And I can't pretend that I'm him. And I understand a lot of people miss that era of me. I understand a lot of people miss the Sonic the Ghetto-Hog era. The Ghetto-Hog era was my most popular that I've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
No,
ever.
I do think you're great at the Sonic parodies because that's where your heart is, man. Like, and that's something that doesn't offend anyone or anything of that nature. So that's why I was kind of making that TikTok recommendation earlier, because I think you could reach a whole new audience of Sonic fans and whatnot. Like with the old stuff you did, like you wouldn't even have to make new crap. You could just upload the old stuff that you did that had those millions of views on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe you might find some more friends in the Sonic community that way, because I know that that's something meaningful to you, and that's something where, like, when I would watch you playing Sonic, for example, like there was definitely like the least amount of antagonism in those streams. Like you were the most at peace, and I don't know. I just think that that's something you can lean into if you ever wanted to. But
no, you're right. You right, definitely. When it comes to Sonic, I'm always going to be a Sonic fan. I'm still wearing a Sonic wristband. You know what I mean? I'm still going to be Sonic whether niggas make fun of me or not. I don't give a fuck. I'm still waiting on them to put Sonic in Fortnite. That's going to happen. A man can dream. They put Freeze up in that bit, so I'm hoping they're going to put Sonic up in there. But it seems my passion now is just music.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm just mostly focusing on, bro. Just music. You know what I mean? And yeah, and again, like it seems like those niggas are gonna have their opinions about me. Niggas are gonna like, niggas like Sheelam and niggas like Maximus are going to hate me because hey Max, I'm not going to disrespect you, but I do have one thing to say to you. He was talking about Fidel. He wasn't talking about me. Your video, Matt, where you. He was talking about Fidel.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yep, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And again, another thing, like, I've seen what a lot of people, including Max, had to say about me, right? And Max, I don't hate you, dude. I understand you have your opinions about me. Niggas has been telling me that you still on my neck for some reason, even though I'm not on the platform anymore. Matt, I've already given you an opportunity to talk to me, to get it off your chest. I understand you have your opinions about me saying the N-word. I mean, bro, at the end of the day, bro, I'm not going to apologize for anymore. I stand by what I say. Nigga and nigga are the same word. I'm not going... You can disagree. I respect your opinion. The only thing that really irked me from other niggas was I'm the new low-tier god. Whoa. Now, that right there is something that... Does it irk me now? No. Kind of bums me out a little bit, but at the time, that shit irked me. That shit pissed me off. Now it's just like... I mean, I'm not a groomer, so how can you compare me to an alleged groomer? I don't... Okay. I guess. But yeah, like, niggas got their opinions about me, and I don't hate y'all niggas, bro. Life is too short for this shit, cuz.
I do agree. Life
it is what it is.
I think life is too short and I think that's a good place to really wrap this up. Life is too short for holding on to pain, holding on to grudges. And I think you're on the right path, Will, is what I'm saying. I think you're on the right path to improving, to becoming the man that you want to be, the man that you've told me you want to be in the past, like over a year ago. You know, that man who has so much security in himself that he doesn't get triggered, for want of better words, by the aggressive disagreements with others. And I think you're doing the right things. I love the fact that you're doing EMDR. I love the fact that you're doing mental health. I love the fact that you're working out. I like the fact that you're staying away from YouTube, honestly, because, you know, we got people like Covenant Lazarus in the chat right now who, you know, there's plenty of dumbasses on YouTube, such as Covenant Lazarus. So, like, it's definitely a good place for you to avoid until you feel like you are ready. If you ever do, like, if you want to stay away forever, then that's good too. The only reason I even brought up like, you know, like you putting the Sonic stuff on TikTok was because, like, I feel like you deserve to have some reward for that work you did in the past. You know, like you made a lot of people laugh, you made a lot of people smile, you made a lot of Sonic fans happy, and I know that's why people from my channel, such as Surtur, really liked you when they first discovered you from our first talk. So that's the only reason I brought that up. But if you stay away from ever, that's a good decision too. I'm glad you and your wife are doing well.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you saying that, man. I appreciate that. Real talk. And I'll keep that in mind, you know, because, like, part of me wants to come back, but I don't want to come back and I still got this gooly attitude. I need to just straight up heal, and then I'll think about coming back. I'll think about it. And, you know, again, I don't have any qualms with, like, I mean, y'all, you know who I got qualms with. I already said enough, but I don't got qualms with, a lot of these niggas, bro. I don't have any qualms with Sly. Like I said, when I talked to Sly, I knew that he had a heart. He has a heart, man. Like, he's not an evil guy. He has a heart. He has an ego. Okay? But he has a heart. You got a heart. Niggas got hearts around here, bro. And that's all, you know. If I'm gonna end with this, bro. Matt, if you want to talk to me, we could talk, as long as it's neutral, as long as there's somebody there that we know that can make sure shit doesn't get out of hand. If any nigga want to talk to me on neutral platforms or neutral private whatever, we can do that, bro. I don't mind a conversation. I don't mind a debate. I just don't want things to get out of hand anymore because, again, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. I just don't want this shit anymore. Everything I said about Chozo, I already said, and this is my last time addressing everything. Like, if niggas want to talk to me, I'm on Discord.
You're on Fight
If
King.
you cool with like, if you cool with Sallow or cool with Sama or cool with somebody, if we got a mutual friend, let them know that you want to talk to me and we can set something up and we can talk, my nigga. That's it. I'm not going to keep going back and forth on the dumb shit no more because, again, I don't want to go back and forth online. I'm offline. I'm focused offline. And if niggas don't want to do shit, what's the point of me going back and forth with niggas online if we're not going to do shit offline? I'm not going to do shit to anybody. I am a law-abiding citizen. I ain't going to do shit to anybody unless I have to. So I'm not going back and forth online with niggas anymore. If you want to talk, hey, you know where to find me.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, Will. Is there any, before we go, is there any way your former fans who might see this can support you? If not, just let us know. Is there any way, like, I don't know, they can, aside from Discord, get in touch with you or what have you? Because there are fans of you who sometimes ask about me in, like, in the comment section and what have you. Is there anything you want to plug for the people who missed you, like maybe an email address that they can hit you up via or anything like that?
Oh, not the email, but I do have a SoundCloud, Universal Beats. If you want to comment on there, I can see that shit. Whatchamacallit? It's like Universe. So it's like UNIVERSOUL, and then Beats spelled BEATZ. So there's that. Fightcade, I'm Demigod Prod, same name. On PlayStation, damn, I changed my name on PlayStation. Fuck. Well, there's that. Yeah, I mean, and believe it or not, I do have a YouTube channel. It's listen. I must look. This is my YouTube channel right here. Boom. There I am. I don't have any videos up, but if you want to sub, I might go live one day or sometimes. I don't know at the Y or at a gym, the Y or whatever. I don't know, bro. So how you can support me, bro, is just support the truth, bro. Support me by supporting yourself. Don't make the same motherfucking mistakes I made. Don't let this internet shit consume you, and watch who you be friends with, because there's snake ass niggas out here. There's niggas who will be cool with you, and then when they don't need you anymore, or then when you say something they don't like, they're gonna backstab you.
Yeah.
Don't make the same mistakes I made, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you so much, Will. Once you're saying, I'll put the link to Will's SoundCloud in the description of this, or the comments, or probably both, so that you guys can find it. Will, you could send me that. Thank you so much, Will, for joining. Really appreciate you putting yourself out there, exposing yourself to criticism, exposing yourself to a tough conversation. Thank you for your bravery today.
No problem, man. No problem, G.
God bless you. I'm gonna hang up.
Thank you for allowing me up on here, G.
Absolutely. Thank you again. I'm gonna hang up and say one thing to Ray Lazarus, not related to us. Ray, I saw you in the chat earlier today. I don't even know if I have a cam zoom. Okay, there we go. Ray, you are a worthless waste of space for ever even trying to talk to my wife. I hope you know that. If there is even a modicum of courage in that cirrhosis of the liver-ridden body of yours, I am going to beat it out of you on May 4th. I swear to God, if you show up, I am going to fucking hurt you for what you did to my wife, brother. God bless you. And God bless all of you. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Yeah, it was weird as hell at times. We'll try to figure out a way to censor out all the hard R's and what have you. Thank you guys again for joining.